Hi everybody and welcome back to the Keto Gaia Kitchen. It's so good that you can join me here today. You know, goal setting in weight loss certainly was a big part of the work I did with clients. However, there is something that is more important and will take precedence every day when it comes to weight loss. And that is, how are you going to get from where you are now, today, to where you want to be, your goal? What is the missing factor for so many people? Successful and sustainable weight loss begins with a change of mindset, because once we measure that as a way of starting our weight loss journey, that is far more meaningful to weight loss in the modern world than trying to eat less and move more. Looking back at my own weight loss journey, I can see 3 clear steps: repair, rebalance and rebuild. So the first phase, the repair phase, was essentially about healing to progress on to the next phase. The rebalancing phase, which is where the transformation takes place. And let's face it, that's what people want these days when they're talking about weight loss. The answer may lie in a disconnect between food manufacturing, the modern way of life, and the way in which our individual bodies react to processed fats or a combination of foods. If we don't put in place those aspects that are going to make a meaningful difference to begin with, we don't set down the foundation stone for the transformation phase to happen. By seeing those times when food controlled me, and by retraining my actions and my reactions with the correct mindset, I was able to give my food addictions and cravings the boot and finally be able to direct my own path to successful and sustainable weight loss. All those small incremental steps had set in stone a mindset which was ready to ensure that my transformation was going to happen. I couldn't have done that if I hadn't have gone through that repair phase. Weight loss is a series of small incremental steps. My weight loss, as in serious weight loss, meaningful and substantial weight loss, started towards the end of my repair phase. Up to that point, I was losing a bit of weight here and there. However, by focusing on mindset rather than scales, I set down changes in behaviour towards food choices, which meant that making those choices became easier and easier. So that when it came to changing my dietary options, permanently moving from processed foods to real foods, then to low carb and then on to keto, I could focus on nutrition. The outcomes I wanted matched with what I believed was possible. I became stronger at setting in place my own boundaries when it came to what to eat and when to eat. In other words, I had put the right nutrition into the correct process. Setting down the framework of the process has to come first. I didn't wake up one day having had a complete change of mindset. It happened bit by bit, and by measuring how I was feeling, how I approached my food choices, I was able to capitalise on those small improvements every day. And so that living with the change of mindset becomes easier. And what I mean by that is that we live on autopilot. And that is because we've been conditioned into thinking that the route to weight loss is always somebody else's business. Literally. Somewhere along the line, we seem to have picked up this idea that we can delegate our health to other people. And the fact is we can't. We cannot take for granted that food labelling is applicable to how our bodies process that food, including the type of fat used and the combination of fats and carbs. There are just too many variables to be able to estimate the outcome. But for each and every one of us who finds ourselves in need of a transformational approach to weight loss in the modern world, a new understanding of weight loss and how we can heal in order to get that, in my opinion, has to apply. So my repair phase, yes, it did start with goal setting. Everybody needs a direction of travel. But far more important than that goal setting was the introduction and daily consideration of habits and thought processes around food. I believe that everybody can find their own way to successful and sustainable weight loss, but it's not the way that we've been told. It's not simply through eating less and moving more. The healing, those moments in time when in the past we might have seen times when we've slipped up as being a failure, a reason to throw in the towel. That's not the case at all. That is a moment when we can learn, when we can actually begin to transform. So seeing those moments as opportunities, not as reasons to throw in the towel, is incredibly important. So join me next time when I'm going to start to set out some strategies. And by signing up to my YouTube channel, will ensure you never miss out on those. Thanks so much for joining me here again today in my kitchen in the Keto Gaia kitchen. Take care and bye for now.